All right. So down NewbieVeT, got a returning guest, a special guest. It's my dog. It's BERI.
Hey.
What's going on, man? How you been?
Been pretty good, live and well.
It's been a while. It's been a while. How's everything? How's life?
Life is lifing, however, I'm grateful. Okay.
Life is life.
Life is lifing. Yeah. Okay, it's definitely been getting real. Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna complain. I'm grateful for everything I got going on.
Right. So last time we talked, you was going to school for aesthetics.
Yeah.
Aesthetics. So tell for a little bit people that don't know what aesthetics is.
Okay, I mean basically it's when you get into facials, skin, waxing, lashes, anything like that. Anything in that area is what I went to school for and finished. But I'm gonna go back for basically permanent makeup, but it's called micropigmentation. I'm gonna get into that for the brows or lips or like even I like permanent eyeliner, just little things. You get like freckles and stuff like that.
So like basically you can make the freckles. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's dope. That's
make
dope.
Make the brows, make the liner, change the color of your lips. Mm-hmm.
So what was the most easiest one to do, the most complicated one to do?
Well, I'll find out once I get started, but to me, so far from like me just doing like research, been eyebrows, of course. Yeah, okay, because
it's so close to the eyes, and
I mean, yeah, because if you do when you do the permanent eyeliner, that's gonna be literally on your lid, on the lid of the eye. So,
and that's just there permanently.
Correct.
Oh, okay. So y'all have to actually like deal with like a needle, or it's just like, oh man, near the eye.
Yeah. So I gotta go and get licensed, and it's like a whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta do a whole bunch of stuff. You can't just be like, oh, I want to do it and then just do it.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. Facts. Well, congratulations. That was up, man. You you're going back to get the rest of that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna expand my education.
So are you planning like opening up a spot or your own business, or you just?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
That was up. So you looking to like hire people, or is it just gonna be you in the beginning?
No, I do want to hire people. Definitely, and I want everybody to be in their own space, but for sure.
Question. So when it comes to like building those like the hair establishment, like the aesthetics and all that, do the people you hire, do they have to go through the same thing that you went through, like school?
Yeah, they gotta be licensed.
Or they can just go through a training with you?
No, they gotta be licensed.
Oh.
Yeah, they gotta be licensed, trained, went to school, credentials. Okay, because I'm not gonna jeopardize my business.
Gotcha.
You get what I'm saying? So for sure.
Right. Okay. Cool. So BERI, man, working on a new project.
I am.
Okay.
BERI University, BU.
BERI University, BU. So what made you come up with the BU?
Just being myself, or wanting to, or I'll say this, growing up or being from a city that is majorly rappers, and I rap, but I don't just make rap music. And I was just like, I want to do a project, but if I'm going to do this next project, I got to just authentically be myself. I don't care if 1,000 people like it, if one person like it. You get what I'm saying? This album, I'm going to make every vibe, every sound, whatever kind of music I want to create, I'm going to create.
All right, be an artist.
Yeah, and I'm going to put it out there, and I'm going to just promote just being yourself authentically. Like,
right.
So I got rock songs, I got pop songs, I got R&B songs, I got like Afrobeat vibes on there. I still got some rap. You get what I'm saying? Like whatever I could think of. Whatever I could think of.
And whatever your vibe is at the time.
For sure. That's what that whole album is about. So I'm excited about it.
How many tracks you looking to put on there?
Right now it's giving like between 22 to 24. Okay. Because it's a lot of songs. I don't know if I'm going to put everything on there, but I might put everything on there. I'm still figuring that part out. But I know the name of it. You get what I'm saying? I know what I want the vibe to be. I know what my first song going to be. That's for sure.
Right. I know, is Love Me going to be on there?
It is.
Man, that's my joint, man. I had a partner, he watched the Only Four that you was in. He was looking for the record.
Okay, period.
And I said, I don't think she has it out all the way yet.
Right, I haven't, and honestly, I've been getting good feedback from that song, like when I do perform it and stuff.
Yeah, that's a dope record.
That's for sure. It's gonna be on the new album.
What made you want to do that record? Same thing?
Yeah, but also because I don't really make music like that, or the music that I did make wasn't really on that vibe. But I'm just like, I mean, that's the kind of music I listen to. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like when I'm by myself in the car, that's the kind of music I listen to. So why not try to make it? And then I really don't feel like I had any like love songs or songs that I was really like singing and rapping on. So I was like, let me get something that I can do something that's both.
Right.
And I don't know, it was pretty fire.
It's super fire. It's super fire. And also, a lot of people didn't know that there's two sides of BERI. Meaning, like there's the the seductive R&B neo vibe, and then it's the rock star.
For sure. For sure. But BU, this album is all rock star.
All rock star.
Yeah, all rock star. It's going to have all vibes, but majority it's going to be what I consider feel good music. So not really a lot of low tones. It's going to be mostly high tones, upbeat vibes. Okay, dance vibes, literally dance. Okay, we ain't just bobbing our head. I want to see some shoulders and
you want to see some everything, ankles, everything. Right. That's what's up. That what's up. So, as far as when it comes to the music, the independent scene down here, the women is actually doing their thing.
Yes, they are.
They're doing their thing. So, do you feel like it's long overdue, or you feel like it's it could have been that in a sense?
For sure. I feel like it could have definitely been that. At the same time, I feel like now we are just being like bump it and just we gonna do our own thing.
Right.
It's whether y'all like it or not, and it's just seeming to now be getting more respect.
Right.
But the women definitely we're doing our big one.
Yeah. They is. You ever you try to reach out to some? Anybody try to reach out to you about doing some collaborations?
Well, I've done some collabs. I don't really reach out often. Because I like to get my own thoughts out first before thinking about adding someone else to it. But I've done songs with Kia. I've done
Shout out Slim Kia.
Yeah, Slim Kia too good. That's my girl. Love her. I do want to do. Oh, of course, Ashy B. I've done.
Shout out
her.
Ashy B.
She's gonna be on the new album.
Okay,
for sure. Sean Lizzie, Love Him Down. Okay. He's gonna be on the new album. I'm just dropping little gems, but not really. I don't really reach out. I've been reached out to, but it really just depends on what the song is.
What the song about?
Because if I don't like it, I'm not gonna do it.
Right.
Or if I just don't vibe with it, or if I feel like, I like the song, but I don't think I can hear myself on it, then I'm just not gonna do it.
Right. So, question: do you feel like when it comes to support, do you feel like a lot of artists complain about the support more than actually appreciating the ones that do support?
No.
Okay.
And I'll say no because as an artist, you want people to support your craft.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And I feel like any other craft that gets taken up and people do immediately get support, or it doesn't get looked at crazy. But as soon as someone say, oh, I do music, and they're over the age of 20,
right.
people look at them like, you need to give that up. That's a hobby. And it's just like, dang, okay, but if I said I'm finna take up painting, or I'm finna be a carpenter, or want to get into gardening, or I like drawing, or I just want to vlog all day. Right. People be like, oh yeah, that's good. That's awesome. Okay, but as soon as you mention, I want to do music, crickets. Okay, and it's just like, dang, I'm sorry that I want to express myself in a different way and be creative to what lets me be myself, or what I feel like it will make an impact, or should, depending on what kind of music you make.
So do you feel like music, reason that people are reacting like that, do you feel like because it's music is so saturated now to the point that everyone's doing it, to the point where now if somebody say they're doing music, like, oh, it's another one?
No, because what do you mean it's saturated? We haven't heard all kind of music, so it can't be saturated. Right. Like maybe the industry promotes more of one genre, but being saturated, the world, we've had music for since the beginning of times, whether it was with words, without words, just beats.
Right.
Before instruments.
It was instruments at first.
You get what I'm saying? But even before instruments.
It was doo-wops before then.
Okay. Like, that's what I'm saying. So, no, I feel like it's never enough music. Now, the quality of music that's being made, the message that's being sent in the music, the visuals that's being put out, I feel like that has changed.
Right.
But it's not everybody.
Right.
But I feel like what's being pushed and what's being presented has.
Right.
And I feel like, I mean, I sort of kind of got pulled into that, but now I'm switching my vibe up, and I want to promote differently than how I've been promoting. Right. Yeah.
Right. Okay, it's being different stands out. You be the sore thumb, and that what draws. I think to me, being different is I like to hear different. I like to see different. I like to view different stuff. I don't like to see 7, 8 people with the same signature sound.
Yeah.
It's good. You know, you ever been to a concert? Well, you've been to plenty of, but about time you go to a showcase, and about time you get to like the 6, 7 artists, you drain.
Yeah, because you've been hearing the same thing or
a similar thing. It's like you just fatigue.
Okay, that's all I say. I did hosted my first showcase. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, you did Icons. Icon. How was that?
It was really good. It was very different because, like I said, it was my first time, but I really enjoyed it, and I could see myself doing it again.
You had a lot. Yeah, you had about what? How many artists there?
11 or 12.
11, 12.
Yeah, 11 or 12. And like I messaged everybody. Now this is when I was like being hands-on and reaching out and being like, hey, would you come out and for this cause or whatever. And I was very like surprised but very happy that the artists that I did reach out to, that they were just like more than willing and like just down to be like, yeah, let's do it. So I was like, okay, period. And I really feel like, because I've been at showcases, okay?
Right.
I've been at showcases. I feel like I've really had one of the most diverse ones. And the artist was really, really talented. Like, we've had dang near every genre, and everybody did really, really good. Like, it wasn't like how you was saying, you go to a showcase or you go to a concert and you hearing, especially for artists that names aren't out there.
Right.
That's all it's like. It is hard. It is hard because as a consumer, we want to just hear good music. As an artist, we're like, dang, I want you to like my music. But if you're not giving quality, if you're not giving, like you said, the different feels, if you just come in with the same thing, you hear the same thing over and over again, you're going to get tired of it.
Right.
So that was real good. Sometimes I feel like maybe we do it again, but I don't know. It was a lot. It was a lot.
Right. That was so. So once BERI pops, right? Once you hit that global superstar, is there some destination that you want to perform at, that you always wanted to perform at?
Shoot, where I'm welcome first. But,
okay.
I guess Madison Square Garden.
Okay.
That would be fire.
That'd be dope.
You get what I'm saying? That'd be dope. I feel like if
that's an iconic place. It's an iconic place.
You know, right? I feel like okay, period. But honestly, any arena.
You just be having. You could be Atlanta.
You understand? That's I was just like, I feel like that's like my favorite thing to do. Like, I love creating music, but performing and doing shows, I feel like that's my favorite more than
you know how to draw the crowd. It's all about keeping that crowd and the energy.
I be trying. I kind of came a long way.
Cause you were shy at first?
Yes.
Okay.
I was very much shy and was very surprised and took aback by that because I didn't think that I would be shy, but I really was. I was very shy, very nervous. Because I was used to singing in a group. I was used to having like my sisters and us being together.
Right.
If I messed up a word or switched my note, she would pick it up and keep going. You get what I'm saying? We will all do that for each other. So to go from doing that from childhood, you get what I'm saying, and then now
it's just you.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's definitely been an adjustment, but I wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah, that was up. That was up. So growing up in the church, that helps you a lot in far as with your music, like the melody.
For sure, and performing.
And performing.
I swear, I tell my son this all the time. I was like, because he wants to do music, but I'm just like, if you want to do music, you better take church and use it as your platform to get your nerves out.
Yeah.
You understand? Because you're going to see people that you don't see all the time.
Right.
You're going to be in front of people in
all different ages.
Do you understand?
Right. That's your first concert.
Do you
right
hear
there.
me?
Right there. That's facts. That's facts.
But for sure, yeah, like everything that I've learned, I definitely feel like I've gotten it from going to church and being a part of church, like for sure. Yeah.
So do you feel like, because a lot of people tend to not go to church these days because of the reputation that some churches have. I say, like, I tell people, like, if you go to church, go for what's in your heart and not for the people there. Because honestly, you're supposed to go there for the people anyway. You're supposed to go there for the Lord.
For sure.
What do you say about that?
I feel like for people who do have a bad look on church, my question would be, and it's not to say that how they feel isn't valid, but my question would be, like, is it the church, or like you said, is it the people that was around? You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Because like you said, if you're going to get what you need and to build a personal relationship with God,
that's all you're going for.
Great. I also feel like being under the right covering is very important. Finding the right house.
Right. I was just about to say, cause I know this street got like 9 of them on one street.
Correct. So, I mean, it's just like, I say it's like when you're in school and you just got in high school, it's your first year.
Right.
You in the cafeteria and you trying to figure out where you're going to sit at. You get what I'm saying? Like,
you're going to sit with the popular, the jocks, and all the other stuff.
You got to find your people.
Right.
You have to find your people. It's just like anything. But if that's a desire that you have to make a choice to want to do that. And, I mean, shoot, on behalf of Christians, I apologize. Okay, if we hurt you, I apologize. However, it's not everybody. Okay? If your last church didn't let you baptize your child, don't it's not the next church fault. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
If they sat you down and you felt like they mistreated you, that don't mean all churches are going to sit you down and mistreat you.
Right.
I know that usher didn't let you in when it was time for you to come in, or when you thought you was supposed to come in. But the other lady or the other man, when you come into the other church, they're going to open the door. They're going to give you a smile, open their arms up and give you a hug, and you're going to feel right at home.
Right.
So I say, if anything, just give it a chance. You know, pray about it. Take your time. You don't have to make any like crazy decisions. But I say, if you want to get to know a church, like, try starting at their Bible study, and see if you like how they teach.
You like it, yeah. Right. Because it's all about the teaching at the end of the day.
For sure.
You should say that you left there and felt like you was fed enough knowledge and information,
fed, welcomed.
Welcome,
yes,
warmth, all that should be.
But you also don't have to worry about like dressing up more so. You don't have to worry about it being a full service. So if you're worried about time, then you don't have to worry about that, because for Bible study, it's just, you do your lesson, you pray, you leave, or whatever. And the church that I go to, we do interactive Bible study. So we're able to ask questions.
How long y'all Bible study did? Because I know back in the day, I used to hate going to Bible study. It'd be too long.
That's too long, because I was like, our Bible study could be like an hour. And
okay, I could do an hour.
But depending on how we get into it, it might run off a little longer than an hour.
Right,
you get what I'm saying?
Right.
But it depends on what it is that we're learning. But I mean, honestly, it's been needed, and especially like at the age that I am now, and with everything that's going on in the world, it's been keeping me grounded more than anything.
Right. Yeah, and it's a good salvation and a good place to stay away from chaos, because there's nothing but chaos out there.
That part.
So you want to be around people that's love and showing love back, instead of being out there.
Hello.
It's wicked out there.
For sure.
Very wicked out there.
Or if you want to be out there, you have to get yourself ready and be equipped, so that when you do come in contact with those who aren't walking the same lifestyle as you, that you don't backpedal and start following them, or instead of bringing them closer to what you have going on. And you get what I'm saying? Because I feel like the lifestyle I live under Christ is the right lifestyle. So as a Christian, my job would be to bring others to Christ, and hopefully that you would see through me, you get what I'm saying, that it works.
Right.
Okay, I never said it's going to be perfect or easy, but it works.
Right. You got to work for everything. Like, you got to work for, everything ain't easily given. And I think that's what this generation, I think when it comes to all aspects of life, is the younger generation is a lot more entitled and sensitive at the same time. What I mean by that, meaning it is like they're easily to be offended by something, instead of actually listening to a concept or listening to what somebody's trying to tell them, because you don't really have that many young ones now that respect older people on the strength of the way the generation is set up now.
Right, but I feel like that goes to like it being taught. Like kids aren't getting taught the same way we were being taught. They don't even do their schoolwork the same way we did our work with pen and paper.
But look how old the grandmamas is. Look how old the grandmamas is now.
For sure. But my grandma still was telling me, and my mom was still telling me, respect my elders.
Right.
Most of the parents nowadays, everybody is at work.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
And if they're not at work and the kids are at home, they're on their cell phone, they're on their tablets, they're on iPads, they're on computers. Right. So everything is digital.
Right.
Everything is digital now versus we were still climbing trees. Okay, we were still making.
We had imagination.
Correct. But we also had, I feel like, more community.
And that's facts.
That's what's missing now.
That's facts.
I feel like it's been getting away, but it's because everybody wants to do their own thing.
Right.
And nothing's wrong with that. No one's saying like you can't be a leader. For sure, be a leader, but be a leader, make a difference, and help somebody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you've gotten to where you need to be now. You know.
Right. And I also think back then, to piggyback on what you're saying, I also think too back then, like a lot of our parents back then wasn't fortunate to have the buyers the most expensive game when it came out or stuff like that because they had a house. Like I know my mother, rest in peace, a house of 5 kids.
Okay.
So, single mother and, nursing, trying to do that, trying to make ends meet, feed everybody, clothe everybody. So it's like, we ain't have the newest game when it came out and, things like that. So we had to go outside, use imagination, build stuff.
Okay.
Learn how to do things.
I can relate a little bit, but at the same time, it's I can't because my mom, it's 6 of us. Right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, 7 total, but in one household, it was 6 of us. Right. But we've had every game. Right. You get what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say as soon as it dropped, but
no, we had it too. We had it years later though.
I get what you're saying, but I'm not gonna.
It was as soon as it came out.
I ain't gonna act like we had to wait years later. I literally watched my brother go from PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, 3, 4, Sega Dreamcast, Nintendo 64. Right. You get the Pac-Man game, okay, the race car game. I was the different generations. So, but I also feel like that was because we was blessed, and I was able to grow up seeing my mom run a business. You get what I'm saying? So I definitely understand how that can be a struggle, especially with me being a mom now, and I couldn't imagine having 6 kids. Do you understand being a single parent, or even understanding with her running a business? Right,
back then was even worse running a business.
Do you understand? Because you're running a business and being a teacher.
Right. That's
still
rough.
Got 6 kids.
That's rough.
And I'm over here I just got 1. I'm hey. Hey. But community. She had community. She had her parents. You get what I'm saying? She had her mom that helped her with the business. Right. They did it together. You get what I'm saying? My uncles, I love them. Right. You get what I'm saying? We've had a great relationship growing up. Right. So I guess really that the stuff that happens when you're kids, what's installed into you really does matter, and it really does make a difference on how you grow up and how you venture off later on in life. Right.
Yeah, that's true. Mm-hmm. And like I said, even now, you have a lot of people our age, they struggling now with kids, badly struggle and stuff like that. And it's those kids, until they get situated, those kids gonna go through those phases of not having this, that, things like that.
Right, which is so unfortunate though.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Which is so unfortunate.
It's crazy.
Okay, but that's all just that's why we need community. That's why we need resources, because it's just okay.
Do you feel the community still around?
Yeah. The community is around because we got people here. You get what I'm saying? But it's still people moving to the city.
Yeah, but I said, I'm talking about compared to how the community was back then. Back then, you can go outside and you can go to the neighbor's house and
in that sense, no, because if I try to correct someone else's child, they would probably look at me like I'm crazy. Versus
right, because back then, what you do? I would have, I'm glad you did that.
Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. Right, versus now, because
he know better.
Both of the moms are finna fight because you told her that their child was being disrespectful. Right. And because ain't nobody finna talk to your child this kind of way. Right. Now y'all getting into it.
Right. Not knowing your child is a problem.
Do you get? I ain't gonna say the child's the problem, but their behavior.
No, but it caused the problem.
Correct. Right. You get what I'm saying? So it's just one, we have to reestablish trust.
Right.
and respect within ourselves and within our community, within our household. And honestly, I mean, it's just about if we help each other, bring each other up, then we'll be all right.
Right.
We gotta it's pride. I feel like it's pride, it's the lack of resources.
Yeah.
And yeah, I would say just those two. And honestly, the lack of faith or what people consider spirituality nowadays, because everything is spiritual.
Yeah.
Okay, but so church is missing, community, and resources, and pride.
Pride. I would say pride. I say pride. Pride is one of the biggest ones because it'll be a situation where somebody they might get, like you said, they'll get burnt out by somebody, and now it screw the world.
Correct.
Me and my family.
I just need help, but don't want to open my mouth and say I need this.
Come on. Oh my God, I hate that.
I need this. But it's real.
It's real.
That's a real thing. Because I used to be like that. Like, I'm talking about, what?
Right.
Be about to burst into tears. Do you understand? Just frustrated. And all I had to do was open my mouth. Like, I didn't even have to struggle. I didn't even have to go through what I went through or anything like that. All I had to do was call somebody, text, hey.
Right. Yeah, because a lot of people, my thing is, I'm like that. Like me, anybody in CTC, my whole group, everybody know, like, J.Paul loves to do things by himself. On the strength of, I've been doing things on my own since I've been forever. When my mother was killed, when I was 15, my mother was killed. I've been on my own since then. I got adopted, but my adopted parents were like, hey, you got a trailer right here. You can stay in this trailer or you come live with us. I want to stay in this trailer. I've been thugging it since 15.
Yeah.
So it's like, I've always had a mentality to get it on my own.
Right.
Family,
but imagine if you didn't. Imagine if you didn't even have that choice to be like, are you going to stay in this trailer or are you going to come? And they actually took you under their wing. You get what I'm saying? Fed you, clothed you, taught you. And you didn't. Right. You get what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong, because you're here today because you was getting it and you done made something out of yourself. Right. But it definitely changed you to have that type of mindset. That type of mindset. You know? So I definitely understand what
you're saying. I was way mature for my age. Like,
you ain't have no choice.
I had no choice.
You didn't have a choice.
I had no choice. But, you know, just it was just compared to now, where it's like, now I'll be like, hey, I need help with this. I need help with that. I need help with this. But then, like I said, and I also understand the flip side of that, like the devil's advocate, playing devil's advocate. I understand why people don't do that, because people are vent to you about their problems and their issue, and now all it takes is one fallout, and now they're using that, putting that in your face.
For sure.
So that's why a lot of people don't like doing that. Yeah. I've heard a lot of people say that, but I still
understand, because it's happened to me. And honestly, when stuff like that happens, I just be like, you know what? It is what it is.
It is what it is.
When we was good, that's what I'm like, for the people who did help me and I'm not cool with them anymore. Like, I appreciate them because especially for the stages or the phase that I was in my life, I needed that at that time. And they was there. You get what I'm saying? However, people outgrow people. People make different decisions, have different walks of life. Facts. And that's okay. You get what I'm saying?
That's true. So, it's growth.
Correct. No, that's right. Everybody ain't gonna be for everybody.
Yeah, everybody I'm not friends with everybody I was friends with in high school.
Hello.
I can't even tell you. I probably cool with maybe two, one, if that.
That part.
If that, I'm talking about really, or I can call them and be like, yo, what's up?
Yeah.
But growth.
Yeah.
Growth. Yeah, it's growth, man. So yeah. So the city of Augusta, man, you been downtown?
Yeah, I could sometimes.
You see how they tearing it up?
I do. It looks very different. I do. For real, it looks very, very different. I went down, I think I was doing like some candle making. I was making candles and stuff, going out to eat with my brother or whatever. And when we was driving down, I was just like, dang, this looked like a freaking movie. It looked like a movie set. It looked real.
It looked real. It don't look real. I was lost. I thought we was lost. I'm like, this Broad Street?
Riverdale. It looked like a freaking musical set or something.
They
need to bring the trees back or something.
Yeah,
we need more greenery.
They getting rid of all of the parking decks in the middle, and they just making like little walkways, like little benches.
Where everybody gonna park it? Because we already have a hard time finding parking.
Come on, bro. That's what I was saying. So they get rid of all the parking in the middle. And
we gonna be walking forever.
They got that for the people that loves to read books and sit down at the benches and stuff.
Child, it's so many benches there. They can read a book anywhere. Where are we gonna park?
I'm like,
trying to find
already
parking.
be no parking down there.
That's insane.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah, so I guess they're trying to make us start using the parking decks where you got to pay and use the thing.
Oh, okay.
You know, a lot of them be empty a lot, so they're going to start using those.
Okay. So, okay.
Yeah, it's crazy. That I was okay. We was I know about it because I got a partner. I got two people that own businesses.
They could take some of them doggone racist statues they got down and make some more parking spots.
Come on, man. That take all them damn
spots. You know.
They take the James Brown statue though.
Oh, I almost called you girl, but right.
Come on, man.
They're so disrespectful. So disrespectful.
And they tore down the arena.
You understand? Hockey. We don't know nobody play no hockey down here. We don't know nobody play no freaking hockey, man. Now, I'm not saying that's not going to bring money to the city. However, do you know a hockey player? Because I don't.
I don't know.
I don't know nobody.
I don't know nobody.
Okay.
I'll watch it, but I don't know nobody.
Do you understand? I just watched the clips when they fighting.
When they fight, that was when they fighting. Yeah, that's why I be watching the action fight. But yeah, I noticed the new hockey.
All these people that done graduated in this place. I done took my son to see WWE. Okay, what? Now it's a hockey arena?
A hockey arena.
Okay, I guess we're going to go to a hockey game then. I'm going to go see some hockey players.
They might have Disney on Ice and some more things out there. You know, some family thing. I don't know. I be getting lost of what this city be trying to do and certain things like that.
Out of all the things, you know.
Yeah, it's just wild.
That was very wild, but you could tell who was behind it. It wasn't us.
At all. So once again, congratulations, like, as far as you going back to school, get ready to start back to school and working on your project too. I'm super excited and ready to check that out. You gonna go on like a little tour with it or something?
Shoot, if I can, I know that's right. I will. If I can, I will. I'm trying to tell you. Right. Okay, honestly, when I go look at my like what I upload my music onto, and I see like the different places of where my music's like who's listening and stuff like that, I be thinking about it. But you know what I'm saying? I do a little bit more digging,
right? So
I can figure out who I need to talk to and be like, hey, can I? Because I see y'all like this kind of music. I see y'all messing with your girl.
Right.
You know.
Facts.
But with me doing it myself and building my team,
right.
You know, it's gonna just take time.
And I like it. I love your team. Your team is all family.
You know,
like real family, like real family and stuff like that. And that's real solid. Mm-hmm. Real solid.
Yeah, because I'm not playing no games with them, and they ain't finna play with me.
Yeah, especially Rod.
You understand? Okay.
Rod did not play.
Who else I got? Who? How many people I got with me? With payroll, not payroll, he gonna be with me regardless.
Right.
Okay.
All right. So how many dancers you got? I don't know what's the payroll. Once you hit.
It depends on what I got going on.
What you got going on.
Because I might not need a group of them. I might just need two.
Two of them.
Sometimes I might want 10.
10.
Sometimes I might want 5.
Right.
Sometimes I might want none. Okay? I'm trying to tell you because we've been doing stuff like that and having dancers like that's an experience within itself as well. Okay?
Yeah. Because it having the dance, I had like R&B singers, she had dancers. The issue with that is keeping them happy. And keeping them, but with that situation with them was keeping the dancers happy and keeping them inspired to do it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so it was
like. Were they not dancers?
They were dancers, but it was like a lot of them, that situation, they were young dancers. So it's like a lot of them, they'll do a show and expect something to happen drastically overnight like that.
Okay.
So when it does.
Did they like the artist?
Hmm?
Did they like the artist that they were dancing for?
Yeah, they loved the artist.
Okay.
But it was like they fell out on the strength of, I ain't gonna say the name, but they fell out on the strength of, they felt like, okay, after 1, 2 shows, 3 shows, they were like, okay, you know, we need to start getting something for the shows. You know, she was like, well, I'm not getting paid for it. I'm trying to this and this and that. What I was telling her was like, you know, when you getting hired people help or whatever, there's only so much they're going to do for you,
right?
To a point where you know they got to get some type of something in their strength, or you got to do something for them in equal amount or whatever. So that situation mostly fell out on, they just felt like they wanted more at a quicker time.
Okay.
And I guess they felt like she's not moving fast enough, I guess.
Okay.
So, you know. You know, but are they dancing now? No.
Oh, well.
Yeah. So I guess honestly, like I told her, I said, well, their heart probably wasn't in it.
Yeah.
You know, some people do some stuff and expect instant success.
Yeah, and it really don't work.
It don't work like
it really doesn't work.
I wish it did. Jesus Christ.
Right. I know that's right.
Man, for real, for real. So, yeah, man. So before we slide off on NewbieVeT, how can people get in contact with you for bookings, and any love you'd like to shout out?
Okay, you can just any social media platform, especially my Instagram, just inbox me, Berry Babes, inbox Berry Babes,
Inbox business.
Yes, inbox me. Right, I'm not untouchable. Somebody's gonna reach out. It's either gonna be me or my brother. Okay, it's gonna be me or my brother. Just reach out. Okay, I'm not friendly. Okay, but I'm not so friendly where I'm just gonna be overly friendly and not handle business.
Right. Not naive neither.
You understand? No, that's right. No, that's right.
That was any love?
My family, my son Jay, okay, my brother, my sister Jocelyn, okay, all right, my grandmother, I love them, I love all of them, and I wish them the most healthiest life ever, okay.
Facts.
Okay, and my mom, shout out to my mama, okay, period.
Mama.
Yes. And my best friend, okay, best friend, Flamingo Walker.
That what's up. Man.